Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Beth Deer. Birthing blind.
Today's segment is going to be something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about what to expect when you find out you're having a baby. Because, surprise, I am pregnant. And as exciting as it is to be expecting a new human in my life, it's also pretty scary. So what do you do? The biggest question for me when I first found out I was pregnant was, where do I start? So firstly, I decided to tell my partner. I thought that was a good place to begin. He was super excited. And secondly, I decided to call my doctor, who told me that it was probably best to cut out my nightly glass of wine, which I was pretty upset about, but hopefully it'll be worth it. And secondly, he said to start taking a folic acid tablet and also a prenatal vitamin. I was fairly surprised to find out that you don't really get monitored until your third trimester. So other than for me and for 70% of other pregnant women having some pretty harsh pregnancy symptoms, you know, chronic fatigue, brutal morning nausea, and I don't know why they call it that because it lasts all day, and terrible food aversions. All I could eat was potatoes, and for whatever reason, I will never be able to eat sweet peas again. But the only thing that really happens is you get your first ultrasound, which could either be early stages, you know, 7 to 9 weeks, or a bit later on, 12 to 14, which I was lucky enough and had both. Deciding on a provider is also really important before your third trimester. What is important to you? Does it matter which hospital you deliver at? For me, things that were important were things like making sure that wherever I went for my ultrasounds, I was able to hear the heartbeat because I wasn't able to see the baby. Also making sure that, you know, wherever I was going was comfortable with my guide dog, because as much as everyone has to let him in, everyone doesn't have to be welcoming and happy to have him there. So it was really important to me that I was with a provider that was happy to have Patronus there. All of these things are things that I had to think about. Your circumstances may be completely different, but the most important thing is to be your own best advocate. I think it's really sad that as a disabled woman, this is something I have to think about, but I'm not just advocating for myself anymore, I have to think about my baby too. So it's really important to speak up and do whatever makes you feel most comfortable.